Every 1 year I make a new album. This year is going to be an album about my alter ego called Brandy Melville. Brandy Melville is this character right here, the avatar I'm known for wearing throughout 2021.
On the 2nd of August 2021, Brandon X released a surprise album by the name of Brandy Melville. The songs on that album were all in the same style and were all fairly different from Brandon X's other music. He made this album right after quitting his group called Golf Radio, and right after releasing that album he went viral on TikTok, but not for the album, which people gave very low attention to. The album was about his character Brandy Melville. He named his character that after a friend of his accidentally named him after the clothing company Brandy Melville. On the 21st of April, 2022, Brandon X released another album called The Brandy Melville Vacation Tape containing 21 songs with the same vibe once again. Brandy Melville looks like this. Brandon X's main avatar throughout 2021 and 2022 was actually his character. He often wore other strange accessories, but there was no reason behind that. Brandy Melville is an insanely rich guy that obviously came out of a Melville family like Melissa and the others, and he became really successful for a reason we will uncover soon. He owns mansions and has an amazing life and can buy possibly anything he could ever want, but there is only one thing he can't buy: real joy. The character battles many mental illnesses such as depression, anger issues, and also loneliness, since he cut off pretty much all the people he knew because he is scared of being used or treated wrong. His struggles can get really harsh, from being sad about having to quit his group to being straight up suicidal. This is the real meaning behind the term, money can't buy happiness.
Don't you remember when we were little kids? Mom and Dad never let us around our older sister.
Brandy Melville and Melissa were basically the closest when they grew up, because Lil Scooter Booter X was always out of the house with the older sister that Melissa still remembers, but Brandy Melville doesn't.
I don't remember that.
Brandy Melville barely remembers anything from his childhood because he focuses on the present. We will listen to some important parts of every song of the 2021 album and then the 2022 album to analyze the storytelling of his music, and maybe we are able to piece together the full story of Brandy Melville.
Used to work at every motherfucking day, now I sit on my playing video games, cause I never give a about the motherfucking public. All I do is travel, now tomorrow I'm in Dublin.
He is saying that he used to work out, but now he became lazy because of playing video games and being rich and also not caring about the public, yet he loves to travel since he claimed that's all he does.
Half the things I did to get here are part of my regret. Bipolar disorder makes me overthink. Traumatizing sights every time that I blink. People only talk to me because I look pretty. They only want me for my talents. I'm really done with all this drama, leave the past behind me.
Last damn week I quit a whole damn group. Golf Radio, that shit went dead. Silent mother never knew what was ahead. I had so many plans to the point I wrote them down. Having some discussions with Opal not found. Never spoke to anyone about my problems, cause I know someday I will learn to solve this.
He said that half the things he did to get to being rich and having almost everything he could ever want he regrets doing, but doesn't say what he did. He goes on to talk about bipolar disorder. It's a type of depression that can disappear for some time and come back unexpectedly. In other words, mood swings. And it's making him overthink. He sees traumatizing things when Jed blinks as well, so he might have gone through very disturbing things in his life other than loneliness. He thinks that people only talk to him because he looks pretty and they only want him for his talent because he has been used probably. And now he is unable to let go of these memories. Remember when I told you he released this album right after he quit Golf Radio? He was upset about it in this song, and he said that these silent mother F's never knew what was ahead since he had a lot of things planned. He is basically calling out the members that were inside of the group at that time that weren't active during many home stores and clothes being published and announced. He even had discussions with Opal not found, which brung a lot of ideas for home stores and clothes to Brandon X, and even I know her personally. Back to his problems, he said he never told anybody he had them because he believes he is able to solve it by himself.
No screenshots, all undercover.
me to prove a point I wanted to prove for months now. Cash buys happiness, for some people it somehow doesn't. And some people, including me, you know, I might be on a yacht, but I can guarantee that I deal with a lot of personal every day. It might seem like it isn't, but I know I'm not okay. Everybody just believes what these motherfuckers say. Behind the scenes I'm still like almost every day. I'm probably a joke to you, but we're still together. We could be gaming or we could be enjoying the weather. Just look at me for talents, for my looks and my money. But now I got you and you're sweeter than honey. I hope we could stay like this for a long time. Even though our relationship is worth a dime, it is special to me, hating it is labeled a crime. I'll do anything for you, even a mountain I will climb, so
Brandon X has a long-distance relationship with his girlfriend and they keep in touch online, and that's why this song starts off with him saying his screen shows all of their conversations. He is not ready for her to leave the relationship, which if she does then she will break his heart like someone else did, and that someone is most likely one of ex-girlfriends. He goes on to say he wanted to prove the fact that money doesn't buy happiness for months already, and he continues with saying he might be on a yacht but he still deals with personal things every day, and that it might not seem like it's true but he knows he isn't doing okay. He says that anybody believes what people say, and I am assuming that he means that anyone will believe any rumor they see. Then he says that he considers ending his life almost every day. That is exactly how serious mental issues can get. He probably thinks that his girlfriend thinks their relationship isn't serious, but they still enjoy the weather and play games together, which means that they truly are enjoying being together, so he brushes it off and changes the subject about people looking at him for money and looks. He continues with saying he has her now and she is sweeter than honey. He wishes to stay like this for a while, even though their relationship is barely worth anything. It's still very special to him.
300 followers in one day, still going viral, I got 15K. Most of the comments are really damn respectful, but one little cannot even take a handful of comebacks when I attack him for on my video. So off my page, you are such a disgrace, cannot even take a joke, get the out of my face.
Right before the making of this song, he went viral on TikTok and he was starting to gain a ton of attention, and he even reached 300 followers in a day, with his TikTok reaching over 15,000 views. Little did he know he would become one of the most famous TikTokers, with reaching over 4,000 followers that day, and that TikTok is now above 700,000 views.
Yes! 4K!
Almost every comment he receives is positive, but here he talks about flaming someone because somebody can't take a joke.
All of the things you do, you can never diss me back.
Melville, 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 Melville,
This is where the album takes a huge turning point.
Like in real life, people use me when I was kind, like too kind. That's the part where Melville comes in. He has like a darker side to him, like an alter ego, and that's Melville, and he's kind of in the head, and whenever he goes crazy, he turns into Melville, like he gets that suit on. Melville has the ability to like say really controversial shit.
Shove my body up in the backseat. Don't even try to get in my way, cause no, I do not repeat. I would never make an escape for you. Did I stutter?
No.
Leave it that buddy in the gutter?
Oh.
What you gonna do now?
Go.
You will never ever be found?
Bro.
You can never get away from me. I don't ever detach from an enemy. I'm a parasite. You are basically uncontrollably a mistake. I'm gonna put your life at stake. Cook you up like f***ing steak. While I'm rapping bars like Drake, I'm slicker than a f***ing snake. Melville hiding in the shadows. He will kill you if you get too close. So that's where all the haters go. Melville up to some mischief. He's a motherfucking killer. He will get you, don't be slow.
When Brandy Melville struggles get incredibly tough and he loses his mind, he turns right into his own bad version. Now Melville has appeared in the single Bars to Be Murdered by a few months before the original Brandy Melville album released, so this appearance was pretty expected. As Brandy said, Melville has the ability to say very violent and controversial things since it's just Brandy Melville but extremely vulgar. He also raps quicker than usual and mostly disses entire communities as seen in Cockatiel and Bars to Be Murdered by. Brandy has admitted that he no longer wants to attack slenders and copy-pastes since his main goal back then was to eliminate the toxic ones. Melville has a suit on, a two hat, a crow on his shoulder and carries an axe with him.
There's no doubt, I'm still get the bag when I'm pulling garbage out. I'm still getting fame even though I don't chase clout. I get so smart to the point I black out. I'm stressing so much I might just burn out. I think I can do it, so myself doubt. I think I know this shit to rap about. You just got right as I do it without. Everything I do is original. Everything I put my mind to is a miracle. If you try to rap, motherfucker, get political. Every time I rap, pretty unpredictable. Every time I'm rapping I just feel fucking invisible. Never stealing bars even though I'm such a criminal. Always spitting fire, you can tell me that I'm critical. I got your lyrical motherfucking unbelievable.
This is a mix between Melville saying crazy things and Brandy messing around with words and just going crazy on this beat. This is one of my personal favorites even though there's an insane amount of cursing in it. There is not much to add to the story other than showing you how Melville acts. The last song is just him rapping about nonsense and it actually sounds pretty fire but it has nothing to do with the story, so let's just move on to next year in April.